Like every Thursday, we have this amazing show wherein we are getting a guest for you. And this guest is usually a successful women entrepreneur, a women professional from whose story we can really learn and grow. And today with me, I have a great women, inspirational woman who has actually made her mark in her career, and she has been acknowledged by the then HRD Minister Smriti Irani. But I will not tell you the story. I would let her tell that story whenever she comes. But before we welcome her, it's always good to start on a high note. And I want to play some great music as you guys are joining in. So here's the music. Let's just rock it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have some good fun. Yes, I hope you have a good time this Thursday evening. Let's do that, everyone. Color and do the things I want. Let's do that, everyone. You think you got the best of me? Think you got the last laugh? Yes. And here we bring our guest. You left me broken back. Think that I'll come running back. Maybe you don't know me cause you're dead wrong. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Fantastic. Hi Shada ji, how are you doing this Thursday
Hi,
evening?
Brahma. I'm doing good. Thanks for the lovely introduction you gave me. And I've started flying up in the air for all the lovely birds for my intro. Thank you so much.
The pleasure is all mine, and I feel that I could not do much justice to the introduction because I wanted to keep a bit of a suspense for the audience. If I tell everything, people would be like, oh, we know it all. So, as we are moving ahead, Shadaji, I would want you to tell the audience, what is this amazing lady Shada Ashok all about? Could you please introduce yourself to the audience,
Oh
please?
my God. So, you have set the standard so high. I really don't know if I would be able to meet up that expectation. Anyway, I am a chartered accountant by profession, and I've been practicing it for the last 15, 16 years. My passion is to, of course, my passion is first my profession, and then my passion is to train all the students. So I really love to train the students. I like to give career guidance for the students. All these are my passion. I love to motivate. I love to motivate. Okay, so if at all I feel somebody is going down, low, 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 come on, pep them up, pep them up. I would just love to motivate. So,
Right.
in a nutshell, I could say I'm definitely a bubbly person, and I can proudly say I'm a
I can
bubbly
see
person.
that.
So, I'm a bubbly person, and basically, I love to, share positivity wherever I go. I love to, be positive, and I love to share positivity wherever I go. I cannot see anybody low. If at all I see them low, come on, up, up, up. I just try to pull
And
them
I
up.
am actually getting that dose of positivity. It's oozing out of the screen and coming to me.
So that's it. In a nutshell, yes. By profession, a chartered accountant, and also I teach, I guide the students, I motivate the students, I do a lot of career guidance, I do career counseling for them.
Yes.
And apart from this, is all apart from my regular professional work.
Fantastic, fantastic. We are already so excited knowing from you and whatever golden nuggets are going to come out of you in this session. So, ma'am, your journey has been really interesting because a lot of people start right after college, they start right after university. But since the topic today is starting a career after a break, you know as much as I know, and we had spoken last time, you mentioned that you got married, and after marriage you actually became a chartered accountant, and which is one
Right,
of the
right.
toughest exam in the country.
Exactly, exactly. So, if I have to say, I'll just give a brief about my childhood, my thing, and how I came into it.
Yes, please.
See, basically, I lost my father when I was small, and my mom, she was actually a music director in All India Radio. She gave me a
Right.
full independence, and she said, "Yes, whatever you want to study, you study." And she never interfered in whatever I wanted.
Yes.
And I was like, I definitely didn't have a right path as to where I have to go or what I have to do.
A lot of kids have that way, even
Ah.
now. Yes.
So I mean, I'll come to this later. That's why I also chose, this career guidance.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, what I was doing, I have an elder sister.
Right.
I always keep following her, like a tail.
Yeah.
She took commerce in her plus one, plus two. I took commerce in my plus one, plus two. She did BCom. I did BCom. Okay, she went to CA for a month and she said, "Yo, CA is too tough." And she just came out and she did her MBA. So that same mindset I had. So I was thinking, okay, CA is not for me. And but I didn't, she was very hard working in doing her MBA and to get into the entrance, but which I wasn't. So I thought, okay, fine, that's it. And what else to do, what else to do? I was just thinking, basically I didn't have a guidance or whatever it is. So and my mom, she, I mean, like any mom, once the daughter is finished her studies and everything, they want to get her married.
Yes.
So she got me married, and there came a fantastic change in my life, I should say. If something excellent has happened in my life, is
Really,
that.
marriage became a fantastic change in your life?
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
Wow.
So I went into a family full of chartered accountants and auditors. Okay,
Right.
and so initially, because since I was also BCom, so initially I didn't definitely have any idea, because always I've been having what my sister thought, the same thing I thought. So
Yes.
I mean, she had already always impressed upon me, telling OCA is tough. The same impression was on me.
Right.
But after 1 or 2 months of my marriage, I mean, my father-in-law, we were a joint family. My
Right.
father-in-law is very, very leading auditor in Salem, and my husband also joined his office. And
Right.
we have the habit of sitting together and eating. The family usually sits together and eat. My father-in-law totally believes that the family should sit together and eat. He doesn't
Absolutely.
believe that the ladies should come and serve and all that, according
I
to him.
love what you're
And
saying.
yeah, so he totally believed in that. And one day when we were just eating, 2 months he has been seeing me whiling away the time, no?
Right.
So, even that was in my mind, yeah. See, because I have never seen any lady, even before marriage, in my house sitting at home simply. My
Right.
mom was a working woman. All my aunts were working in their own field. One is a leading lawyer. One person is a leading in MBA, and she's managing a business. So I've been seeing only ladies working, but the
Right.
only thing is, I didn't have a clear path as to what I have to do. It
Right.
is not that I didn't want to do anything, it is just that I didn't know what I had to do. Then that was really
Ma'am, I'll just
important.
pause you here.
Yeah,
People, you got to hear the statement. It's not that we don't want to do something, it's like we don't know what to do. We have all the
exactly.
aspirations, all that
Exactly.
ignition within, that we want to do something, but
Exactly.
we don't know what to do.
Exactly, that was my condition. I didn't know what to do, to be frank.
Yes.
Okay, because but I've seen from childhood ladies in my house working, right from my grandma. My
Right.
grandmother, my grandfather had a factory. I've seen my grandma. She used to wind the wire in the factory when the workers were absent. She used to go and
Right.
sit in the factory. So I know that ladies, you shouldn't sit at home and everything. I know, but the thing is, I didn't have a proper. Where to go, what to do. That was, and that thing only happened after my wedding, and I should be very lucky. I had a fantastic support system. My
Mm-hmm.
father-in-law, he was just saying, so it's almost 2 3 months since you got married. How do you like Salem? You're coming from Coimbatore. And
Right.
definitely Coimbatore is definitely a better, I mean, a bigger town. I wouldn't say better.
Yes.
I say Salem is the best.
Absolutely.
So so a bigger town than Salem. And how do you feel about it? How are you? I mean, 3 months is
Right.
already over. So, and he's also, he didn't tell it out, but he's feeling that I'm sitting idle. Okay, he
Yes.
didn't tell it out, but he knows that. And I was also restless. eating, sitting at home, watching TV. I know this is not what I want.
You use
I
the
want,
right word, ma'am, that one feels restless when you
yeah,
have the potential, when you think
exactly.
yes you can do something, and you are
Yeah.
not doing it just because you don't know the path ahead.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, even I was thinking, what am I sitting at home eating? But I want to do something. Then
Right.
and that was the time he said, definitely, I think if you try, you can do CA because I'm not actually a dull student, though I'm not a first ranker or something, but I'm not a
Right.
dull student. So
Yeah.
he was just telling me, why not you try? You know what? All the inhibitions I had about CA, all my sisters said, in a fraction of a second, it vanished.
Yeah,
In a
because there was some
fraction of a
support
second.
system.
Yeah, exactly. Because he said, you can do it. With all our support, you can do it. The very next minute, I told him yes, and I started my journey.
Wow.
So I didn't even think, I didn't even tell him I'll do it or not. No, I said, yes, I'll do it. And what happened? Immediately, I just got registered. Whatever the procedure was, I got registered.
Yes.
But I have to tell frankly, the first attempt of my CA was a miserable failure.
Right.
Miserable failure. Okay. If I see the marks again, I don't think I would write again. But
I want to tell you one thing here.
nah.
The board that's right behind of me, one of the boards says every master was once a disaster.
Yeah,
And we
exactly.
all need to be going through that path of disaster, in order to become
Exactly.
a master one day.
Exactly. So that time I was just thinking twice, oh my God, did I make a mistake? Oh, I mean, I didn't expect such low marks from such a professional thing. Then I thought, okay, fine. No, I'll just see where I'm going wrong. I'll just see what is my lacking and everything. And only then I started just speaking to a lot of CA students. And I see Salem is a place where during those time we didn't have any coaching centers,
I
we
understand.
didn't have anyone to guide, nothing. And see,
Right.
theoretically I had my family to guide me, but for
Yes.
the examination point of view I didn't have anyone to guide me.
Motivation cannot really help you crack the exam. You need the skills also to.
Exactly, exactly. So what I did, I just started going, and that time no internet, nothing. So I just called up the Chennai chapter, I called up the Coimbatore chapter, and wherever they had the coaching classes, usually they have the crash course 1 week
Yes.
before the exam. So wherever they had, I used to go travel. I learned, and like that. I
Right.
just it was almost 1.5 years for me to get set everything,
Right.
and I cracked my inter fantastically well. Okay,
Wow.
so that was after marriage, and after almost it took me 2.5 years after
Mm-hmm.
my wedding, I finished my inter. And then no, right? In any family, once you are almost 2.5, 3 years, I mean, after your wedding,
Yes.
the expectation of any family is, why you have to go forward in your building up the family. Also, you need to
Yes.
have a child and everything. So I thought, yes, that is also important in life. Let me take a
Mm-hmm.
break from my studies. So when you have the fire to learn, when you have the passion to learn, you can do it anytime, right? So I just
Absolutely.
put a break, and then we planned for a child. My son was born,
Wow.
and it was then after for that. So I had to again take a break for almost 2.5, 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
until my son was almost 1.5 years, that he could settle with someone else. Without me, he could manage.
So,
Then
did you
again,
continue your CA preparation even after your son was born? I mean,
exactly, I had to do my final, right?
okay.
So I had just finished one portion. So
Right.
CA is divided into three portions.
Yes.
So I've just finished. I've just finished the half of it. I had the rest of it to finish it.
Right.
Then after my son was born, then again the marathon started,
Yeah.
and final is even more tougher. Okay,
Right.
so my studies was like going to Chennai, going to Coimbatore, traveling again. No coaching
Yes.
in Salem, no online classes in those days,
Right.
nothing. I had to just depend. It is a self study. CA is a self study course where you
Yes.
have to, you have to learn with your own skills. You have to understand with your own. Everything is like you have to crack it by your own. So
Absolutely.
then I was traveling, and then I just took everybody's help. I mean, anyone and everyone, whomever I felt, I took their help, everything.
Lovely.
My study time was from night 9 o'clock to morning 5 o'clock when my son was to go to sleep. Then
When did you sleep?
That's what I would sleep just 3 4 hours in the day when he was taking rest. So
Right.
that would be my sleep time. And like that, it went on for the next 1.5 years. And
Right.
at last, I cracked my CA. But I should
Yay.
definitely thank my full family support. I think the whole family has worked behind me for this.
Wow.
My father-in-law used to sit at night and he used to give me all the income tax cases for me to quote and to excel
Right.
better. My mother-in-law used to take my son in the car around Salem to keep him occupied.
Occupied.
My husband would be a full support system to me. So I'm
Wow.
telling you, the whole family
Behind the
worked with me.
scenes.
Exactly, exactly. So the whole family was with me. They were just totally supporting me. And I couldn't really believe after I finished. I really finished. Oh my god! And still, some days if I think, I'll just pinch myself and I'll ask, "Oh, I
Yes.
really finished," because I know this is one of the toughest examination.
Yes.
But the only mantra is Nirupama. It is just the hard work and focus.
Wow.
Only hard work and focus. You're focused to it, and you just put in the strength on your side. Definitely, victory is on your side.
Fantastic. You've given us the mantra of success already. Hard work
Exactly.
and focus.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
definitely. And you should be passionate about it, dear. You should be
Yes.
passionate about it. See, what happened is, I knew if I finish this, I have a well served platter in my hand.
Right.
I don't need to go out and work. I have a full, I have a big office which is 50-year-old. My father-in-law has built a fantastic office for me.
Yes.
He has built up a lot of clientele, and over and above that, my husband is also there. And all I have to do is, after I finish, I have to just go and, help them
Yes.
and be around that itself. And something you have readily served. All I have to do is just go and enjoy the fruits of success.
Just do work right now and then you just are enjoying the fruits for the rest of your life.
Exactly. So that was, see, opportunity knocked at my door, and I
Wow.
just opened it and grabbed it. That's it. That I would
And the
say that is the
opportunities come
best.
right in front of me today.
So that, I think that is the best mantra I would say. If at all some opportunity comes and you think you can, you have to have the self confidence that you can do it. Go for it and finish it. That's it.
Fantastic. So, ma'am, I would want to know from you like, there are so many working women that we see, and they have got their kids simultaneously, the way you were, taking care of your child, rather, your mother in law, everybody was taking care. But
Yes.
my specific question is, how do working moms balance their work and their children's responsibility simultaneously? If you can just throw some light on that.
Yeah. So, Nirupama, for this question, there is no one single formula like A square plus B square is equal to A plus. No, I mean, I wouldn't say there's one formula, but I can
Right.
tell you some. It differs from person to person. I'll tell you
Yes.
why. Some have a good support system like me. So,
Hmm.
some don't have that support system, right?
Right.
So, but definitely it is your time management. It
Mm-hmm.
is how you manage everything. It is nothing is like, it's not impossible at all. Everything is possible on this earth. It
Right.
is just you have to first balance. Time management is very important.
Mm-hmm.
You should definitely start planning as to how you are going to do your work life, how you are going to do your family. No compromise between the two. Definitely no compromise.
Yes.
So, in my case, I would say that since I had some lot of family help, it was a
Right.
bit. It was like an easy cake for me. Okay, no, I mean, I
Yes.
had to just. But in general, if I have to say,
Mm-hmm.
first and foremost is all you need to do is good time management and planning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you plan between your home and your work, and you just go as per your set goals and as per your plan. I'm sure you will be able to do both. No compromise on house,
Mm-hmm.
no compromise on work also. Okay,
Yeah.
so for example, I'll just telling you, see, in case whatever is possible to buy online, we buy online, and
Hmm.
you don't have to waste that time going out and coming. Right? I'm just
Yes, you
giving
can
you
save
some
on that
example.
time.
Yeah, you can save on that time. Similarly, if it is possible to just cook and put it in your fridge and go and come back and night, you don't have to do anything and you can manage
Yeah.
like that. See, all these small planning is that is all is required, and definitely time management is the only secret I feel. I feel if you're able to manage the time management, then I'm sure success is in your way. And
Fan-
one more thing, so some one more thing I can say. See, for example, I mean, of course, definitely, to balance home and your work life, you need your family support. I have to definitely say that family support is also a very important thing, because they should also adjust. See, some days you will be able to give them a full big plate of so many items. Some days
right.
you will be not able to give anything. So the family should be supportive, definitely. Okay, they should not be like, oh, why this, today that. If that is
Right.
not there, I'm sure it is. And from a women's point of view, I think very well planned for the next day, whatever you want, you can
Yes.
plan the previous night, right? So all you have set means the morning, you don't have to have a stressful morning. You can just, do it aram, say if everything is planned at night and you go to sleep. In the
Right.
morning, you know what to do. Then 1, 2, 3, just do that.
Huh.
You don't, and you just keep moving. So
I
I
love the way you
feel,
said that. So
hmm.
I've got my lessons, manage things properly, manage time properly, plan things in advance, and
Yeah.
also use technology. Wherever you can use
Yeah,
technology, why not
wherever
use
possible. Right,
technology?
exactly. See, nowadays, what we are not getting online, you tell me.
Hmm.
So I don't have to waste time going to a grocery shop. I don't have to waste time going and buying things. That time I can spend with my family.
Absolutely.
Right. So all wherever possible, try to just manage your time properly, and planning. Absolutely, planning would help you, in taking you to great heights. See, that's what I do. The next day, what I want to do, everything, or right from cutting vegetables, everything would be there in my fridge. So morning, fadafat, I do everything.
Right.
I do my yoga also. I don't compromise on my health also. Definitely
Lovely.
1 hour of yoga every morning. So all that, I mean, definitely you need me time, right? So
Yes.
work-life balance doesn't mean you have to do your work alone. You have to do your family
Family
alone.
responsibility. Yes.
Me time is very important. At times you
Yes.
have to pamper yourself. At times I go in for a massage and relax. That is my time. At times I go and sit in front of the TV and watch eat popcorn and watch a movie. That is my time.
Right.
Definitely, you have to have your me time also. That is also family, work and life balance. It's not only the family. And definitely, I would say no compromise on family for work. That is my mantra. First, important is our family because they are going to be through us lifelong. We are going to definitely give importance to our family.
Right.
Work, yes, definitely yes. But weightage, if you tell me, I would give a better weightage for my family.
Sure.
Maybe little lesser for my work and my profession.
I understand. Lovely. So I love the way you've brought this whole concept of me time, because
Yeah.
a lot of times in these classes of work-life balance, they're either
Uh-huh.
talking about concentrating on work, or they say talking about family, but nobody really talks about giving that me time, going for your own massage, just chilling out in front
Yeah.
of the television, relaxing, and doing whatever you
And
want to.
time with friends, that is also very important. I don't
Mm-hmm.
compromise on that. I have a lot of set of friends.
Right.
So yes, I want to go out for a dinner with them. Yes, I am ready for that also. So that is also important, right? You have to treat yourself. You
Yes.
have to give yourself a treat, and you have to keep yourself positive also.
I think that's the fuel that keeps us running throughout. If we don't give ourselves that kind of a fuel, whether it's meeting our friends, whether it is giving that time to our own self or spending time with family, then we'll not get that necessary power or fuel to take our car
Exactly.
ahead.
Exactly. And I always feel, never be guilty that as a mom you have not done anything.
Yeah.
No guilt. No guilt. You shouldn't have a guilt at all.
Mm-hmm.
Because we are always, I tell you, any lady would want to do her best, right? Nobody would say, I mean, nobody want to do less, or they would, from their capacity, they would be doing their best.
Absolutely.
So I don't think any lady should have the guilt feeling in her, or see, like, I've done less for my family. To my capacity, I have done my best.
I
Whatever
love
is
what you're
possible
saying.
to, whatever is possible to my capacity, if you're doing it to your best, I think no women should have the guilt feeling that they are not able to have a, I'm sure, I mean, whatever is possible with them, they would be doing their best.
This is a golden point, that you have mentioned right now. Do not have any sort of guilt with the kind of resources you have, with the kind of time you have, with the kind of support system you have. You are giving your
Yeah,
absolutely best. So women out there, I want to
exactly.
say, do not be guilty about anything. If you could take one thing out of this entire talk show, that would be, please don't feel guilty about what you're doing or what you're not doing.
I tell you something, the guilt is something which kills all most of the women I talk to. They
Yeah.
always, they say, "Oh my God, I've been working so much in my office. I'm not." See, I think that guilt feeling should go out of them. That only gives them a stress-free life.
Right.
No, so
Absolutely.
that really is matters. So feel free. You're doing your best. Okay, you are the best. You're doing your best. You're doing the best to your capacity. Nobody
Absolutely.
is going to do, if you're having that much of capacity, everybody is going to try and push and do it, right?
Right.
So don't feel guilty. Be happy.
Absolutely. That's the mantra for success, mantra for
Exactly.
happiness.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, ma'am, now I will be moving to my next question, which is
Right.
about, we are talking about working women, and I want to know from you, working woman as a successful professional, working woman as a successful women entrepreneur, what are the specific qualities do you see in a working woman, that she should be having or that makes her who she is? I mean, I would want to know from you.
Definitely, first thing I would put is the self confidence.
Okay.
You should definitely have confidence in you,
Okay.
so according to me, the top priority for any working woman is that she should be confident. She should have the self confidence that first thing, I will be able to manage my profession and my work, everything. So definitely, when you have that self confidence, your morale boosts up.
Right.
So I think that is the topmost priority anybody should have. Okay.
Right.
Then optimism. You should be optimistic.
Mm-hmm.
You should definitely be optimistic. See, this is possible. I can do this. I can do that. See, of course, if you have that self confidence, I'm sure that is optimism is also going to fall in
It will
place.
come hand in hand. Yes.
Yeah, it will fall in place. So my priority would be first self confidence. Then you should have an empathy.
Okay.
Definitely. See, in a war, you should empathize with anyone, So, see,
Right.
for example, I think that also, makes you definitely a better person. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, then definitely a positivity. All you need is an excellent, your mind should always be positive. Okay,
Okay.
so positive, how much ever positive you are, what happens is your brain will be like a straw to absorb good things.
I love the
If
analogy of a
there is,
straw.
yeah, so if at all there is negativity, there is a block. So
Yes, it is
whatever,
blocking. Yeah.
yeah, so whatever thing is happening around you, also, the
Right.
brain, doesn't, it cannot suck in.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
think positivity is definitely a quality for a working woman, and self confidence. And see, then you should have a good communication skill. See, communication in the sense,
Mm-hmm.
what you want to communicate,
Hmm.
communicate in black and white.
Hmm.
So no, not like cat on a wall. Not
I
like
understand.
so. You communicate what you want. You say what you want. Be clear in what you want.
Right.
Clarity in whatever you want. See, all these I think would be a quality for you to have a lovely working atmosphere. So I think all this comes, no. So everything else will again fall in place on its own. So the first and foremost thing is we should be confident in ourselves. We
Yes.
should definitely, so, I mean, maybe. can call it overconfident. I don't know. Maybe it's okay. But that
Mm-hmm.
confidence is there means I'm sure you, any hurdles, whatever be the hurdles in life, I'm sure you can just jump and come out. So
Fantastic. I
these
love
hurdles will
the
be like,
qualities.
these hurdles will not be like any more hurdles. It will be just like a bed of roses for you.
Stepping
I think.
stones to success.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So, I've just told a few. I mean, there would be some more on and on and on, and like
Yes.
then it will be like a lecture. So I would just put it in a nutshell.
Right.
If you're positive, if you're self confident, and if you're, I mean, optimistic, and all these things, I think you can definitely crack success.
Lovely, lovely. I love the way you put everything together, in a mixture that we can just
Yeah,
consume it
exactly,
directly.
exactly, exactly.
So, ma'am, we are talking about women leaders, and I
Mm-hmm.
just want to know from you that how open are people to work under women leaders? Or have you actually faced any challenge while working as a woman leader yourself? I want to know that aspect from you.
Yeah, see, times are changing, Nirupama. All these, I think, would have been a hurdle a few years back. But
Okay.
you just see, I mean, if you just see the statistics,
Right.
definitely over a period of time, women in leadership, women in high positions are definitely in an increasing trend.
Yes.
If you see from 2019, which was around 15-16%, has
Right.
now definitely come up to almost 25%, 26%, or whatever the statistics
Sure.
be. So what it shows is definitely women in leadership are welcomed. I'm telling you, this
Right.
is globally.
Yes.
Okay, so definitely women are welcomed in leadership. I wouldn't
Right.
say no, but still, yes. I wouldn't say that 100% yes. There are
Mm-hmm.
still women struggling to come up in leadership.
Right.
So it is like, a coin has both the sides. Some women are, lucky enough, they are able to climb up the ladder. Still, there are some women who are finding it difficult. That maybe for many reasons. We are in a
Mm-hmm.
society uh, where there is quite a dominance of male, right?
Sure.
So it is. I wouldn't say it is because of their dominance, or maybe I would also say they are some women are lacking some leadership qualities, maybe
Okay.
okay. So if they are lacking, they are not able to just push and come up,
Yes.
maybe, okay. But if you ask me if all are open for women leadership, my answer is no.
Okay.
Not all, not all, not all. Okay. Yes, there are lot of people who are open for women in leadership, but still it is a tough time to face a lot of hurdles and just come up in the ladder.
Okay.
So if you win in that struggle and you come up, you're fantastic. You're fantastic. So all that you have to need as a leader is, first thing I would say is, again, you should have that empathy. If of and just a few leadership qualities I would like to say.
Yeah.
Always a person, if you they have to be a leader, they should be communicative.
Right.
They have to see it. The communication part is very important to prove his or her thing that she is not dominating. Okay, all they should always communicate, so that they should make clear what they want to say.
Right.
Okay, so if you're in a leadership position, if you're having good communication skills, you're having the empathy, and you're able to, clearly jot down what you want and you want to do it, yes, you can definitely get it. See, in that time, I mean, this question, I would want to say my personal,
Sure.
uh, see, you have this CA Institute branches all over India. So
Right.
almost the whole of India, there are around 165 branches.
Okay.
Salem has one branch,
Mm-hmm.
and I was the head of that branch in the year 2019 and 20.
Okay.
And that this Salem branch is 50-year-old. It
Okay.
is started in the year 1971.
Sure.
And Can you believe in the 50 years, I'm the first women leader of the
Such
branch?
paucity of women leaders, you know.
So I was the first women leader. So that
Yeah,
is one thing great. Okay. In the
right.
50-year history, I came. Okay, good. But I would also say that I got the support from men folk. Okay. So I
Yes.
should also mention it there.
Mm-hmm.
And the team of the committee of the managing committee consisted
Yes.
of all the five women.
Wow. So you are the chairperson and all the
All the
other.
committee members were women.
Wow.
I
Wow.
saw. I mean, actually, I was. I mean, I was a bit hesitant. I really didn't know how it would go. Okay,
Right.
you know what? The men gave me the strength.
Wow. Kudos to all the men.
Sorry, am I audible? My
Yes, you are. Absolutely.
okay. So the men gave me the strength, and they said, "Sharda, you can do it. We are with you." So what do I
Wow.
say? Am I not lucky? So I would, I mean, always I wouldn't, put the blame male. Okay, so it all
R-
happens. But so in my case, all the five committee members were women, and
right.
whole of India,
Right.
even in metros or nowhere, it happened. So in
Yeah.
165 branches, Salem was the only branch with all the five women leaders.
Fantastic.
And it was a real record in the history of CA, CA Institute. And it was, during those times, even in the US, they started spreading this.
Yes.
The whole of India, the whole world, wherever they had the branch, there were
Right.
nowhere women committee, but Salem, a small place in Tamil Nadu, they were, bold enough, and they were, am I not audible, Nirupa?
Earlier, the voice was better with the earphones.
Okay, my earphones actually battery is gone. So
Drained. No problem.
I'll be a bit more louder, Nirupa. Am I okay?
Yes, you are. Absolutely.
Okay, so I think say everybody looked at us at a small place like Salem. So everybody, there's a small place Salem. The whole of India recognized that there is a small place Salem
Yes.
only after this all women committee.
Yes.
So women in leadership, you asked me, right? I was lucky. I can't say everybody would be lucky. Okay,
Yes.
I can't. So I was lucky. I had a fantastic support system.
Sure.
All men around me helped me. I didn't have a problem, but I could say that there were lots of people in, in leadership. They had problems. So
Sure.
I cannot generalize and say.
I
So
understand.
in my case, I had a fantastic tenure, and we were recognized as the best branch all over India. Whatever the whole year what we did, it was it was recognized. And I have to say that when I went for a women's conference in Delhi,
Right.
Pritim Irani ma'am was so impressed that a
Right.
small place like Salem, all the managing committee are women,
Right.
and she called and me in the mind, and
Yeah.
somebody told her, somebody
Yeah.
along with her had told, see, she has come from. I was in the audience sitting along with
Right.
100 odd people, 100 odd women. I was waiting to listen to. I'm a great fan of Smriti ma'am.
Right.
Always listen to all her speeches, and I was like waiting to listen to her speech.
Right.
Then somebody had told her just before lighting the lamp that one person has come from Salem and she's taking the Salem branch, and which is a
Yes.
strong women branch. She was so astonished. She said, then I have to light the lamp with her, call her with her.
Wow. Smriti Rani called you to light the
Yeah,
lamp along
yeah,
with her.
yeah, yeah.
Fantastic.
And that moment, I really didn't know, what that moment. If I still think, I
You
get
get
goosebumps.
goosebumps.
Yeah, that is a fantastic, that was an
Experience.
excellent opportunity that was given
Yes.
to me. And she was so happy, and she said, definitely I would try to make a visit to Salem. And after that, the pandemic, everything came,
Yes.
and but she was so impressed, and she congratulated, and she said, oh my God, a small place like Salem, you people are so empowered. And
Right.
And she mentioned it over and over again in her speech.
Lovely.
And like I was in cloud nine for the next 2 days. Actually, I was just
Yes.
keeping that picture with which I was lighting
Yes,
candles and
I've seen
all.
that picture on Instagram. For all those
Okay.
people who are watching this or who are watching the recording of this show, I would really want you to connect with her on her Instagram, Sharda Ashok, and you will find a picture of Smriti Rani. She's, lighting the lamp along with her. It's a fantastic moment that she
That is
had.
a yeah, yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a fantastic moment. So, ma'am, what I have learned from you, it's not about going on the leadership position, but also creating more leaders. Like the way you created more leaders, 5 women as a part of your committee.
Exactly, exactly. And in that, two were my students.
That must be a
Two
very
were my
proud moment
students.
for you.
Yeah. I mean, in my story, I had to just include this also, Nirupama. See,
Yes,
so once I finished my first goal, you know what it was, more than coming into profession, I wanted to set a base for the students in Salem.
yes,
I had the affordability to go to places and study, but the
right.
same is not the case of all the students here. Okay,
Absolutely.
so from the year I passed and I came out, I saw that we started training. It was not me alone. Okay, it
I
was
understand.
definitely a big we like-minded people. We all
Yeah,
started, coaching students here.
sure, sure.
So who could afford, they could go anywhere. But what is
Yes,
the case with people with see, going to Chennai and studying means it is a lot of money. Okay, so it is like everything adds up to the cost. Okay, that
absolutely.
all that
Staying,
everybody
lodging,
today.
everything. Yes,
Exactly. So we started taking classes here and step by step. For the time being, we could start only 3 4 subjects.
sure.
Then step by step, we started taking classes here. And over a period of time, let
Mm-hmm.
me say something. Salem got all India first rank
Oh, wow.
in CA.
Lovely. That's the biggest achievement
Yeah,
one can
so
ever
that is
have.
that. See, that's what I'm telling you. Know that we had a big team working behind,
Sure.
and two rank holders from Salem, All India first.
Right.
One in the year 2016, and one during when I was the students' head during the year 2019.
Lovely.
2019-20, and those students studied, they worked hard, they did,
Sure.
but you don't know the amount of joy we got. Okay,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
maybe one iota of that success, at least we would have played one iota, one part of it, one smallest particle, at least we would have played a part in it, right? So that gave us so much sense of joy. So now, if you see now, I mean, over a period now, all you have online classes. See,
Yes.
the story now is completely different. If you can
Right.
just sit at home in your bedroom and you can watch all classes, everything is possible now.
Yes.
But that was not the time in 2004, 5, all those times. Okay. So
I
I think
understand.
that time there was a bit of contribution from our side so that we could, push a few students to get through.
Lovely. Ma'am, you are somebody who is a master of accounts, and who is talking about, accounts day in and day out. And I have this one specific question a lot of women ask. When it comes to managing their finances, sometimes women go to their brothers, they go to their fathers, they go to their husband, the men folk in the family. So I would want to know from you, one, how important it is for women to be financially independent, and two, what would be your suggestion to women when it comes to managing their finances? Because you're an expert on that.
I would definitely not claim myself to be an expert, Nirupama. There are a lot of experts. But anyway, what little I can go and share. See, just go flashback here. What our grandma and moms used to do. I mean, I'm just telling you what they used to do. Always they had some small petty savings, kept which was kept in their bureau or in the kitchen vessels or something. Can you recollect all that?
Yes, absolutely, I can.
So what are women always for? They had that saving habit, right? Why do they save this for? Why do they save this for?
For
So let's have,
contingency or rainy
so some,
days.
yeah, so sometimes they may, sometimes there might be a big, I mean, that might be a fall or something. So for something small, they do it, right? So it is just the continuation of that. What they were doing it, in a small way, in keeping in their bureau, keeping in their vessels inside the kitchen or whatever it is. What is all that for? It is just for them. Something happens. I'm confident I have something little to save myself, right? Same.
Absolutely.
Now that was in a micro level, and now in a macro level. You definitely need financial independence for your morale boost. Okay, one thing that financially you can manage things. Don't you think you get the self confidence? Don't you think you can push yourself forward to do everything? See, the
Absolutely. Your
first
self confidence skyrockets.
exactly. So exactly. So the primary thing any women would need is definitely a financial independence. See, all this is not actually new. Here, it has been happening over a period of time. That our grandmothers, our mothers, they used to
Yes.
keep some money. So now, when yeah, as a working woman, how we can make ourselves financially independent is first thing you have to have the you will get the morale boost, and you should first stand independently, not for anything else, just to improve your dignity, to improve your self-esteem, improve
Sure.
your dignity, your self-confidence, everything improves as you're having a
Lovely.
one more thing, dear. Do you think everything will be saving the same way? We don't know. Everything
No.
will be saving. We don't know what contingency is waiting ahead of us. We really don't know. Okay. See, today, yes, we have a big family to support us. We have a big, so maybe my finance need not be of a great, any women's finance need not be a great, will not be something significant for any family. But just imagine a condition, something happens. I mean, just
A hypothetical thought. Yes.
yeah. So what happens during those times? If you are financially independent, definitely you can sail through the life without much of a hurdle, right? So I think all that you definitely financial independence is definitely a must for any women. So I wouldn't say for that matter you have to have everything in your kitty, keep everything in your hand. Nothing. It is just that you can also contribute a bit to the family, so that the standard of living of the family also improves. Just imagine when two people are earning, don't you think the standard improves? And
Absolutely.
you can give better
More money to
education to the
spend.
children. Yeah, more money
Yes.
to spend. You can give a better education to your children. You can think of a better, future. You can have you can have some savings. If I have to say about savings, I should definitely say Corona is a great lesson that has taught the whole world. People who had savings could sail through little. People without savings had really. I mean, we have been seeing thousands of clients going through a lot of problem. People who had really saved for the rainy days sailed through properly. People who really were like, didn't have much thing about the future and everything, they had really had a tough hiccups. So women, when they are having, they can think savings can improve. All this would definitely improve the standard of living of the family. Everything improves, so once the standard of living of the family improves, happiness always comes in.
It
Everything is
multiplies.
connected. It multiplies. It's connected. Everything is connected. We can,
Absolutely.
give less burden to our husbands. See, it is not necessary only the men should take up all the responsibility. Already, I would say they are shouldering all the responsibility. It's just that little shoulder we should also take up.
Sure. I've got my
So,
answer, ma'am. Thank you.
so it is just that women's financial independence on the whole is family happiness.
I love the way you have actually, connected the two. Financial independence for women is equal to more happiness for family.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely. So, ma'am, we are almost towards the end of this
Oh my
interview,
God.
and
Time is just flew. I mean, it was
we didn't
just
even
that
get to know.
mine. You kept it moving like, fantastically. You were putting just,
So, ma'am,
yeah.
before we end the show, I would just want to know what would be your final message, to the audience who are listening or who come back to this show and, who would want to listen to it again. So, I want to know from you, what is your message to them?
First thing is be passionate about whatever you're doing.
Yeah,
If you only have the passion, only then the next step of setting up the goals come.
right.
So whatever you do it. If you're having the passion, go towards the passion.
Lovely.
And marriage is not a hindrance at all.
Mm-hmm.
Having a child is not a hindrance at all.
Right.
Never a hurdle. It
Mm-hmm.
is just that if you have a passion, if you can plan properly, if you can set goals, if you have everything lined well, you
Right.
can achieve, you can be an achiever. Nothing is impossible in this world. Okay, it is just that fire in you should just spark and come out. The fire within you should come out, and you should just have that positivity in you that you can do it. That's
Yes, you
it.
can do it.
Yes, you can do it. Yes, you can do it. Everybody can do it.
Absolutely.
If I can do it after marriage, and if I can do it after childbirth, everybody can do it. Of
Absolutely.
course, you should have the passion to do it, and you should have the fire to do it, and you should move towards it with hard work and focus.
Lovely. So, people who are listening right now, I would really want you to put that fire emoji in the comment section and let this chat, fire up, because this woman is giving us so much of fire within us, and, we really want to take it inside. Thank you, Shada ji. We are
Thank
so
you.
happy to have you, and I am super blessed to have met a person like you. Thank you so very much.
Thanks for this lovely opportunity. You know something, this is something what I love. Okay. So you have not, I mean, you have given me one plate of badam alwa and you're telling me thank you. No, I love to eat badam alwa. I love to motivate people. I love to spread positivity. I love people to grow. And I'm happy to see people grow. When I see my students grow, I'll feel so happy, and something which I love, only you have asked me to do it. And thank you so much. Thank you, Nirupama. Lovely evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for all your time. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Saradha Ashok, and she inspired us with her entire journey, how she became a successful chartered accountant after her marriage, after her childbirth. If you have missed some part of this show, I would really want you to go back and watch the recording, because she has given us great lessons for life that we can apply at any point of time. How do women take care of their finances? How do they balance their career and their family life? And most importantly, their me time. There are so many things that Sharda ji has spoken to us. And I would really say, please go back and watch that. And for all of you who are here with us on this Thursday evening, I want to thank you. And I want to leave you with this one message: own your greatness and soar high, because the world needs that special you. Take care. Bye bye.